May the words of my mouth and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable to you, O Lord, Creator, Redeemer, and Sustainer. Amen. Well, we're celebrating All Saints' Day today. And I think the thing that's been hardest this year is the unending death tolls that we've been watching all year creep up since March. Death tolls. In World War I, the United States lost more than 54,000 citizens in battle over the 2 years of that war. It was one of the most brutal wars in American history, so much so that people dubbed it the war to end all wars. Unfortunately, it didn't end all wars. The next one was much worse, World War II. We lost almost 292,000 people to that war in the 4 years we battled fascist Germany. Then 81,000 of our troops died in the years of the Korean and Vietnam Wars. I'm sure they had death tolls every day. That was 25 years of our history. Now you might think that that makes us all inured to ongoing statistics of people who are dying, but we aren't. I don't think we ever are. And maybe that's because we remember that the biggest toll taken in terms of casualties was the Civil War here in this country. It saw the biggest loss of life that we've seen. We lost nearly 500,000 people in the Civil War, the worst catastrophic series of numbers coming in that anyone had ever seen. Now, all of those figures that I'm quoting are from the Office of Public and Veteran Affairs in Washington, D.C. We pray for all of those people who lost their lives in battle on Memorial Day and Veterans Day, and we take seriously the risk that these men and women took as part of the military, becoming a part of the military. Military people fight, and military people die. It's part of the job. Of our more recent military conflicts, the ones in the 1900s and beyond, I was going to say this century, but it's not. So from the 1900s to right now, combined, we lost 428,000 people. Now, I'm glad, very glad, that we remember those who have fought and those who have died. We have parades for them, we wear lapel pins for them, and even have national holidays for them. We remember, and we should. The last pandemic in 1918 that raged through the country, the flu pandemic of 1918, cost us 675,000 lives. That's a lot. Our current pandemic, which is not yet finished with us, they tell us, and has only been going for 6 months, has cost us, as I write, 231,506 lives. 231,506 people have died in the last 6 months. They're not just figures. These people had lives and families. They served the country as doctors and teachers, as truckers, as grocery store clerks, as everything you can think of. And each of them had families, dreams of the future. Most of these 250,000 people didn't have the luxury of dying with their families or friends with them either. They didn't die for a cause. They weren't remembered or decorated or paraded after they died. Most of their families, in fact, are still waiting to have funerals for them. The families of these citizens who have died are in shock. Some because they will never have that last chance to say, I love you to someone as they die, father, spouse, sister, mother, because they can't believe these people, the families of those who died, can't believe that some are still saying that this disease isn't that bad, that it's something that's been dramatized. It's not. People have died. Tell that to the people that have lost family members. I think we need to remember them today on this All Saints' Day. I think it is most appropriate. We need to remember that 250,000 people have died to COVID-19 this year. We need to remember them and their families and their friends. Now, the Beatitudes are always read on All Saints' Day, from time immemorial, always. And now I think I'm beginning to understand why after the year 2020, which I don't think any of us will forget. Because the Beatitudes speak of two things. They speak of pain, and because all of us have lost people this year, we remember that pain. All of us have grieved the loss not only of people that have died, but of loss of relationships, loss of our normal ways of doing things every day. The loss of hugs, which may not seem like much, but I think is getting more and more a big thing as we go on through the year. We mourn. And that's what part of the Beatitudes is all about. So see if you can see yourself in Jesus' words. I'll read the Beatitudes to you again. And I'm reading here the Eugene Peterson's translation that we call the Message, because it's a very good one, and it kind of gives us a different way of looking at it than just hearing the words that almost sound like lyrics to a song. We know them so well. So here they are. Where are you in these words? Blessed are you when you're at the end of your rope. God is holding the other end of the rope. Blessed are you when you feel like you've lost what's most dear to you. Only then can you be embraced by the one who holds you most dear. Blessed are you when you're content with exactly who you are, no more, no less. That's the moment you find yourselves proud owners of everything that can't be bought. Blessed are you when you've worked up a good appetite for God. God is food and drink, and the best nourishment we'll ever have. Blessed are you when you care. When you yourself are full of care, you find yourself cared for. Blessed are you when you get inside your world, your heart and your mind, and you get it all put right. Then you can see God in everyone and everything in the outside world. Blessed are you when you can show people how to cooperate instead of compete or fight. That's when you discover who you really are and you find your place in God's family. Blessed are you when people are mad at you at your commitment to God first. You find their anger driving you even deeper into God's kingdom of love. Count yourselves blessed every time people put you down or throw you out or speak lies about you when you are following me. What this means is that the truth is too close for comfort, and they are uncomfortable. Be very glad when that happens. Others may be threatened by you following me, but I love it. And all of heaven applauds. Know that you stand in good company with others who have gotten into that kind of trouble before you. The Beatitudes. They look at grief without flinching. They see the pain. And they offer us hope. I think they mean more to me this year. I don't know about you, but to me, because this year we've had to confront some of our greatest fears. We've had to say goodbye to people we love. Karen late, Sally, Bill, John, and my dad. And it's been hard, taking up that cross of love. But the love is always worth it. In 2020, the year none of us will forget, let us remember and bless everyone who has died. Let us bless those who serve. Bless those who are sick. Bless those who are weary. Bless those who mourn. And let us never forget that every one of those saints of God will rise in light and stand with those who have gone before us. God bless us all. God will comfort us, guide us, and love us. Until this long season is over and beyond. Amen.